This is a gaming laptop that I will happily buy as a work laptop. It is the latest MSI Delta 15 and an AMD Advantage Edition laptop, which means the CPU and GPU are from Team Red. The review sample I got here is the decked out model, which has an AMD Ryzen 95900HX processor and AMD Radeon RX6700M GPU, along with 16GB of DDR4 RAM and a TB of SSD storage. It is a lot of power for this lightweight gaming laptop, and here's why I think you should check it out. And apart from watching on this review to know more, go check it out at MSI's brand new concept store at Loyat Plaza and PC Image retail stores nationwide. Visit the link below to find out more. The MSI Delta 15's design is very familiar, and it seems to have taken some design cues from the company's popular lightweight GS65 stealth laptop. Though instead of the all-black color scheme, it gets a grey color chassis with no flashy RGB elements but a simple Falcon branding on the top right, which is a really nice discreet design that will look good on your meeting table. The Delta 15 is as sleek as the GS65 style, and it weighs 1.9 kilograms, which will fit into most laptop bags without any issues, and I don't really have any issues transporting around. Once you open up the lid, you get a nice keyboard area with huge keycaps, though you don't get a lot of palm rest area and the trackpad is rather small even though it tracks fine. The keyboard features an all-zone RGB lighting, which is rather unfortunate, but I can understand the decision since it is also made to be a productivity machine. The keyboard has decent tactile and key travel that I enjoy typing emails and documents. In terms of ports, the Delta 15 is equipped with 2 USB-C and 2 full-size USB ports located on each side. The right USB-C port supports display output and is rather thoughtful of MSI to have an HDMI 2.0 port located next to it. There is unfortunately no Thunderbolt or USB PD charging support on either USB-C ports, which can disappoint some. And the lack of a gigabit LAN port means you have to plug in an external USB Ethernet dongle if you prefer a wired connection for going online. Though as a consolation, you get Wi-Fi 6E on board. Personally, I'm fine with the given port selection as I use wireless peripherals most of the time. But it's just a bummer that I'll have to carry around the power brick with me all the time if I need to charge it. The Delta 15 comes with a 240Hz Full HD panel, and I am super impressed with how responsive it is when it comes to both gaming and work. It covers 100% of the sRGB color space with a standard 250 nits brightness, which is sufficient for using indoors. The display hinge can go all the way down to 90 degrees, which is actually great for working in different angles, and you can show the opposite party your screen by just rotating it with a single press of a button. It's just a very convenient feature that's very uncommon on gaming laptops. Gaming performance is obviously where the laptop shines, as I can easily achieve more than 60 frames per second in most current AAA game titles with maxed out graphic settings and ray tracing turnoff. But this doesn't mean that it can't handle ray trace titles, because apart from needing to lower the ray trace shadow quality in games like Cyberpunk 2077, the remaining game titles I tested achieve more than 60 frames per second. The Delta 15 is definitely one of the best performing all AMD gaming laptop I have tested. Alright, we all know that the Ryzen 95900HX processor is famous for running pretty high temperatures at full loads. All thanks to MSI's Cooler Boost 5 cooling system, it managed to keep it down at an average of 86.1 degrees Celsius during full load, and when you are not doing something heavy, it averaged around 58 degrees Celsius when you are plugged in. GPU temperatures average at 73 degrees Celsius during gaming, which is actually pretty reasonable. Overall, these are pretty decent thermals considering the cooling system needs to dissipate heat out of this tin chassis to maintain good performance, which is the reason why there isn't thermal throttling in my usage. Of course, you may be concerned about the fan noise if you want to use it as a productivity device because you don't want it to sound really loud in an office. The fan does spin up really loudly when you're gaming, but once you're on battery, the Delta 15 is a really silent machine, and the fan barely spins out even when I have multiple programs and browser tabs open. CPU temperatures will average around 40 degrees Celsius, which really isn't too bad. In terms of battery life, I can get up to 8 hours of continuous use when I lower the display's refresh rate to 60Hz. But if you prefer to use that smooth 240Hz refresh rate while you work, expect the endurance to go down to 4.5 hours, which I think is still really good considering its powerful internals, and this is the kind of battery life we all need in gaming laptops that can also be used for our work. So there you have it. The MSI Delta 15 is an incredibly powerful sleek gaming laptop that can double up as a good productivity machine. It's also got the discreet look that you wouldn't find it too flashy to be seen using in an office. This laptop retails at 7,399 ringgit, and I think it is a rather reasonable asking price for a lightweight and great performing gaming laptop. So that's all for this review. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next one.